Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back once again to Creations by Simone. All right, guys, we welcome you back for our seasonal collaboration, Queen for a Day, a Royal Birthday Fit for a Queen, Winter Edition. Now, guys, we do this every season because we have a lot of queens that we want to celebrate. There are different queens for different seasons, and we're going to celebrate them all. All right, my lovelies, well, this was founded by our lovely founder, Miss Allie over at Glam Elegant Living, but we will be having a host this month because why? She is our birthday queen, and that is Courtney over at Amethyst Adventures. Now, guys, I'm going to have all the ladies that are in the collab. I'm going to have their information down in the description box below. I want you to go down there, check them out, click on those links, guys. Check everything that they are doing on their channels because you will not be disappointed. All right, guys, we're going to get straight into this because we have a queen to celebrate because this is a royal birthday fit for a queen. All right, my lovelies, let's do this. All right, guys, we have something special today because we're celebrating a birthday. So I thought it would be appropriate to have something that you would have at a birthday, which is ice cream. So we can't have the real ice cream because it would melt all over the place, but I'm going to show you an awesome DIY to make some fake ice cream, and you're going to absolutely love it. It's easy, it's simple, it's quick, it's fun, and most of all, this is just a great DIY decor piece for Valentine's Day or for any type of holiday. All right, my lovelies, well, these are all the items that we are going to be using. We're going to go ahead and get started. I have my glass here that I got from Dollar Tree, and I have some pink paint that I got from Walmart. Now, what I'm going to do is, I was at first going to paint inside of the glass, but I find that to be sort of tiresome because you have to put 2 or 3 coats. It's just a little too much work to do. So what I do is I actually pour the paint into the glass itself, and what I do is just swirl it around. Now, I had actually did a DIY for Christmas one time when I did some Christmas bulbs like this. So I said, well, you know, why not give it a try with the glass? And it is working, guys, as you can see. Now, what you got to do is just continue to pour the paint in and just swirl it around. Now, I poured a lot in, but then it stopped moving, so I just added a little more and just going to go ahead and swirl it some more. What you can do as well is you can put something on top of the glass and maybe shake it around, but I didn't want to get too messy because I'm doing this on my counter, so all I did was just put more paint and just swirled it around, and as you can see, it is coming together, guys. The paint is really starting to fill up the glass, and I like this method much better than painting. That leaves a lot of streaks. I think this is absolutely perfect. All right, my lovelies, I am getting closer to the process. I'm going to add a little bit more paint. And I know you're asking, okay, well, what is she going to do with all that paint in the glass once she fills up her, or should I say cover up the spots, the blank spots? Well, I'm just going to pour it right back into the jar, guys. Nothing wasted. And this is really a quicker and more easier method to do. When you do it with the brush, it's just too many streaks, and you have to do at least 3 to 4 coats just to make it look very nice and pretty, and then you still can see the streaks. So I really suggest doing it this way, but of course you can do it any way you like, but I really suggest doing this way. And then once you finish it, you just pour the paint back into the jar, and it's simple as 1, 2, 3. All right, and as you can see, I have a little paper towel under here. You don't want to get this all over your counter. Now, normally nothing would spill out. I think I was just talking so much, guys, and I had some spill out, but as you can see, it's just going around and around and around and around, and I might as well go ahead and just get that little excess out. We're going to go ahead and wipe that off, guys, and look at that. That is so pretty, an even tone, and it's very pretty. Now what I'm going to do is all that excess paint that we have in there, I'm just going to pour it right back into my container so there's nothing wasted. And then that way we have our pretty shine, our look to our glass. It was quick, it was simple, and now we're just putting that excess paint back into the bottle. All right, my lovelies, we're going to let that dry, and once that dries out, we're going to go ahead and go to our next step. All right, so now while we have that drying, we're going to go ahead and we are going to make our ice cream. Now, this is spackle that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I really love this spackle. I thought, okay, well, Dollar Tree, I didn't know how texture would be, but I really, really like it. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna add this into a bowl. Also guys, I bought some plastic containers from the Dollar Tree as well. You really don't wanna use your bowls, so go ahead and use something like this, something that's not that expensive that you can just get rid of right after you do the DIY. Now I've used 3 jars of this spackle, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add my pink paint because we're going to have some strawberry ice cream. So we'll go ahead and put a little bit in there, and then we're just going to stir it up. All right, let's go ahead and get this stirred up, guys. We're going to fast forward through. Alright guys, now that we have our ice cream ready to go, what we're going to do is get our ice cream cones. Now I got the Keebler brand, but it really doesn't make a difference what brand you get because once again, this is not for eating. This is just for decoration purposes only. But I thought by getting the little more expensive brand, it would hold up a little better than the Great Value Walmart one. So I went on and paid maybe about 50 cents extra for these. Now what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to take my ice cream scoop and we're just going to scoop it like it was ice cream, and we're going to put it directly on our ice cream cone. And when I tell you, this is just so effortless. It really feels like ice cream. I mean, I'm blown away by the texture of it and just how it just flows so easily. So we're going to make this one a double scoop because I know I have a lot of hungry ladies out there. So we're going to go ahead and make this one a double scoop. And the color is pretty. I really love it. It came out awesome. Now guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and we're going to add some scoops into our glass as well. Now, so we don't have to fill the glass completely up, what I did is I got one of the floral foam balls and I cut it in half, and we're just going to put that inside of the glass itself, and then we're just going to scoop some ice cream over. Now I did miss a step and I can't go back now, but what you should do before you scoop, guys, you should actually take like a little knife or your spatula that you had where you were stirring, take a little bit and then put it over that white foam so that won't show, and then add your scoops of ice cream just to make it look more realistic. I'm trying to just put a lot of scoops on here so we won't be able to see that, but if you go ahead and just do it that way, it might be a little better to put the styrofoam on and just put a little layer over before you add your scoops. Alright guys, we're moving on to the next flavor, which is chocolate, and we're going to go ahead, we're going to fast forward through this. Absolutely love it. Alright guys, let's do this. Alright, I've already scooped up some chocolate scoops on our cone, but now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put some into our glass as well. Now, I didn't show you this step the last time, so I want to make sure I show you this. You see how I took a foam ball, I cut it directly down the center, placed it in the glass, and then I'm just going to add a layer of the ice cream over that styrofoam ball. That way we won't have that showing when we actually put our scoops over. And I didn't do that step on the last one, so that's why I wanted to show you this time. And then we'll go ahead and add our scoop here, and voila, it looks absolutely beautiful. Alright, so we're going to make this a mixture. I'm going to make some white ice cream now because we're going to put a whole bunch of different flavors on this one. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward and make our white ice cream. Let's do this, guys. Alright guys, I am just blown away at this. Look at the texture of this. This absolutely looks awesome. This looks like real ice cream, and I'm like really blown away. Alright, we're going to go ahead to the next step, which is our whipped cream. So we have here, we're going to put our spatula into the bowl, more of that, and then we're going to add some white paint, guys. Now, I think I should have got like a glossy type of white paint because you want to tell the difference between the vanilla ice cream and the whipped cream. And I think since I didn't have the glossy paint, you're really not going to be able to tell the difference, but we're going to try to work this out as best as we can. But I do suggest when you're doing the whipped cream that you get a high gloss white paint. All right, my lovelies, we're going to go ahead and stir that up. Now what we're going to do is I have a piping bag here. Go ahead and get that for you. And what I'm going to do is fill my piping bag with our frosting. And what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to cut the very tip of this because we want to swirl it on top. All right, my lovelies. And once again, my scissors is not working. Remind me, I have to get some more scissors. All right, my lovelies, let's just fast forward through this. Okay, guys, my ice cream looks a little lopped here, but we're going to try to work this out. Now, this is my whipped cream, and I'm going to try to put this on top. But once again, like I said, it's sort of blending in with the ice cream because you can't really tell the vanilla from the whipped cream. So once again, don't forget, guys, to get the high glossy white paint. I think it would be much better, but we're going to work with this. This is a birthday celebration and we're going to do this regardless. All right, my lovelies, let me just finish putting this on, then we are going to go to our next step. All right, so now that we have our whipped cream on, I have my cute little straws here that I got from the Dollar Tree, and what I'm going to do is just cut them in half, and we'll stick a straw on each of our little ice cream sundaes here, and looking good, guys. So let's go ahead to our next step, which are the sprinkles. I got the sprinkles from the Dollar Tree. Now you can buy them at Walmart if you like, but hey, for $1, and you know what? I can't even say $1 now. It's $1.25, so you might as well go to Walmart. Okay, so let's go ahead and add our sprinkles on here. I'm having a hard time doing this, so what I'm gonna do, guys, is I think I'm just gonna take it and get a handful of them and just sort of slump them on there, if that's the word, slump, but just pour them or hit them on there or something, because just by me pouring them on there, they weren't really sticking good. So I'm just gonna maybe just like take a handful, there you go, and just put them in my hand and just put them on like that, or however you can get them on, guys. I'm having a rough time here, but I guess when I finish it will all fall together. All right, so let me continue to add these pretty little sprinkles all over the place. Make sure you get them in the front, in the back, all over. You can even add them on your whipped cream as well. All right, my lovelies, let's go ahead to the next one. And we are going to go ahead and add more sprinkles. As you can see, it's better just I'm putting them in my hand and just throwing them on. And that way I can get more on. If you do one by one, it will take you forever. Also, when you're doing this, make sure that you have something underneath, because once again, I made a complete mess. I have sprinkles all over the floor that I'm going to have to sweep up. So make sure you have maybe like a big plate or a big container right underneath that. That way you won't have to sweep up everything like I have to do after this video. All right, my lovey, so we have those two done, and now we're going to go ahead. We're going to take a look at all of them and see how they turned out. All right, let's do this. All right, my lovelies, look at this. Oh my goodness, I am so proud of myself. I think these look so good. Okay, so now we're gonna add the final touch, our cherries. Now, I couldn't find any artificial cherries, so we had to go with the real thing. So I got some cherries from Walmart, and we're just gonna put it on the top like that, guys. How cute. I am just so impressed with this. I really love this. The only thing that I wish I could have, did differently was to make sure that my paint for my whipped cream was like a high gloss, so you'd be able to tell the difference. Also, I think I need a little swirling skills too, but overall, everything turned out absolutely beautiful. All right, guys, let's get ready for the final setup. We have made it once again to the end of another awesome and beautiful creation here at Creations by Simone, where we create beauty one creation at a time. I want to thank everyone for stopping by once again to show your love for our collaboration, Queen for a Day, a royal birthday fit for a queen. Guys, we do this every season, and we think ladies deserve a special day, so we want you to join us for the winter, the spring, the summer, and the fall, because we are going to bring it for our birthday queens. Now I want to give a shout out to Miss Courtney over at Amethyst Adventures because she is our winter birthday queen, and we are so blessed to have her a part of this collaboration. Girl, God has given you another year, so that is a celebration within itself. All right, my lovies, well, if you love the video, you know what to do. Give me that big thumbs up. Also like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to have all the participants' information down in my description box below, and we will see you for the spring collaboration, Queen for a Day, a royal birthday fit for a queen. All right, guys, until my next video, bye.